up in this bitch, a bunch of killers and humble trappers. I can go to Hollywood to core in this jungle acting with niggas that smoke you going murder.
With your jab, how do you feel that you were so effective with that in controlling this fight?
I felt so happy because I did my best in the fight, and then also in training. Our strategy and techniques is we use a lot. We did a lot in the training camp, so thank God for this victory.
What do you think about the amount and ability that you had to throw so many punches?
I don't know you, Jay Blast. Don't ask about my daughter. Put him on timeout, somebody. 300 seconds.
At the age of 40.
I'm so happy because God gave me this good health, these blessings. At the age of 40, I can still give my best. Although I want to be aggressive more, but my camp is my coach told me that do not be careless, just wait him, counter him, but aggressive, but do not careless.
I'm trying to figure out, how did his retina get scratched or whatever it was? What happened? Because as you look, we're looking in his eye, like what happened with his like did it happen after? Does anybody know the story with that? Because he looks fine. He wasn't rubbing anything or anything, like during the post-fight interview, or even in the corner during the fight. So basically, what is it? A scratched cornea or a scratched retina? Also, he had like a cold or something. But people expect for this 40-year-old man to be the same dude he was. But nonetheless, he's still, Pacquiao in a sense. He's just a 40-year-old Pacquiao. That left hand is going to get you. It's going to get you at least once if you Floyd. Detached. I don't think it was detached. You sure it was detached? I didn't read detached. Lightweight is 135. It's weird, like the way they do it, because all the sanctioning bodies call it different. Like for example, with the WBC, 154 is super welterweight, even though other sanctioning bodies, is junior middleweight. So he's a global icon, man, and a part of me feels that Floyd is, a little bit jealous of the attention he's getting. I mean, he should be like, he should have been all over this. You have Floyd, you have Manny Pacquiao fighting under Mayweather Promotions. Floyd should have been at the press conferences and all that. I mean, I understand, you don't want people like questioning him about if they're going to fight and everything, but Floyd got to get his motherfucking promotional company together. I used to clown Leonard Ellaby, but believe it or not, I've gained a higher amount of respect for him lately. I'm talking about over the last, like, what has it been, like 3-4 years? Like, he really working on Mayweather Promotions. But at the same time, that's like Floyd put him in place to do that, more so Heyman. Because remember, he was a corner man, But he really is working on Mayweather Promotions. Pac got about, yeah. Pac's going to make about, after everything, remember, pay-per-view numbers come out early. Somebody start getting on Twitter. It's not like it was before. Pay-per-view numbers come out within, like, the first week now. Tomorrow, they're probably going to be out. Oh, let me check my man. Hold up. So far, not yet. So far, not yet. Don't be surprised if later on tonight you start hearing the trickling of what the pay-per-view numbers are going to be. It's usually the second number that they come out with is the real number. You're going to get a real low number. Now, you're going to get a high number first, then a low number, but that middle number is usually always the right one. And then you're going to have my homie Rick Glosser say, no, it was really this. We bringing him on the show, by the way. Yeah. I talked to him before my Facebook got suspended last month. So we bringing him on the show. That one combo, yeah, like Broner doesn't let his hands go. He should have went out there to that 40-year-old man. 750 is a great number, bro. That's not a good. That's a great number for this landscape. You know, Pacquiao brings 300 himself. We saw that with Jesse Vargas. He brings 300 himself. Detached. Pacman says his retina is not detached now. Scratch cornea. Yeah, see? Okay, there we go. Thank you for clearing that up. Thank you for clearing that up. But I don't know if Broner was just being delusional or if he just was, you know, just like trying to be funny, I guess. Or, you know, he didn't watch the tapes. And Kevin Cunningham was telling him all kind of like shit like he was winning, you know. Barry Hunter was telling Rashid Warren all the right things. Wait, we got to let this play through. I forgot because I want you to see Floyd's face. Here, let me fix this. This is not dark enough. They still gonna try to get me. This ain't gonna be dark enough. Here, let me fix this. Showtime be on some shit, man. They be on some shit, and it's not them. It's not the people you think is somebody who they put in charge of like their digital content. Some regular guy who probably just got out of college or some shit. You know, don't watch none of my videos, but he just be like, oh wait, this shouldn't. Nah, we ain't having it. Yeah, let's get it a little darker. But I want you to see, we're going to talk about what Keith Thurman talked about in regards to Floyd's body language. I've been studying body language too, a lot. I already told y'all. What do y'all think? Like, I'm trying to figure out how to do it. We're going into, we started already. I told y'all we're going into like crime news and shit. We're going to start covering like everything. I would have loved to have been at the Bill Cosby trial. Can you imagine one day I'm like the Bill Cosby like trial and shit, and then the next day I'm like covering boxing? Crazy.
Why, when so many people thought that your career was possibly over, particularly after the Horn fight, have you been able to come back and be so efficient and so effective and perhaps even improve a little bit?
I really don't believe that my career is over. I mean, I proved it in my last fight against Matisi, and now I prove it again at age of 40. So Manny Pacquiao's journey still continue.
When you had opportunities in the 7th round and in the 9th round with the onslaught and those rallies, did you feel as though you were going to be able at that point to knock Broner out?
Yeah, I want to push more, but my trainer, Boo Boy, said that do not be careless, just take time, wait for him, you counter. And then that's what I did.
So, Manny, there's going to be a couple of questions that you're going to get relentlessly for the rest of your life, at least your boxing life. So let's start with the first one. Yeah. Floyd Mayweather, co-promoter here this evening in the house.
Hey, let's give this disclaimer. All right, we've been cool. They should let us show this 13 seconds, right? Because it's on social media. It's free. So they should be cool. I hope they don't block this video because they be manually tracking our shit. So they should let us, this is fair use. We can get away with these 13 seconds. I'm sick of it.
Watching and assessing you, sometimes saying things during the fight. Will you fight him next? Do you want that fight?
You know, tell him to come back to the ring, and then we will fight. I'm willing to fight again to Floyd Mayweather if he's willing to come back in boxing.
Floyd, you're staying out of the ring, but we got a camera there.
Oh, Jim, but you know, listen, Showtime been on Floyd. Showtime been on him. Showtime been on him.
Are you going to accept that challenge? A simple nod will do on the monitor. Yes or no, Floyd? No reaction? Well, I'm sure he will go through the business of it, and Manny Mayweather will make that assessment.
Thank you, and I really thankful to Showtime and PBC and Al Heyman for giving this big opportunity for us, especially to my fighters in the Philippines. So thank you, TGB, MP Promotion, PBC.
Let's have a look, Floyd. You know, the reason why I feel Floyd is not going to come back. Why do you? Let's get a little vote. Let's get a little vote here. I want to see your opinions because this video is going to be used as an individual video. What is the reasons why you think? Okay, I think he's coming back. But I think he's coming back for the money, but I think that he knows that his hands are fucked up. But it's too much money to turn down. And yes, Showtime has been instigating a lot. You know? The money will be right. It's going to do at least 2 million pay-per-view buys. Don't get it twisted. I can't stand Tiffany Haddish. I mean, Kevin Hart from Philly, I don't like that loud, obnoxious humor shit. I don't like that shit. I can't do it. I can't do that type of humor.
Well, I'm sure he will go through the business up.
I mean, he doesn't look, pleased or cool, but he already knew. He's smart enough to know, that when he would show up there, they was going to, talk to him about it and ask him. I know it's cooking. But a part of me feels that he doesn't like the attention that Pacquiao's getting. I don't know. He's just always been that type of dude. And I do think the rematch would be the same. I think that Pacquiao would have a little bit more success in the rematch. That's it. But he wants to make the money, but I don't think he wants to work for it. Remember, he can't fight for the WBC no more because he can't come in and say, no, I'm not going to be in the clean boxing program. I'm going to use USADA. The media is going to eat him alive. The media is going to eat him alive. And then if he fights Pacquiao, it'll be for the WBA World title, an underling title. He's going to, I guarantee you, he's probably going to make Pacquiao drop the belt. He's going to be like, you want to fight me? I get it. Like, they're going to be fighting for an underling title when Thurman has the real one? Another thing he said openly at the McGregor post fight that his hands are fucked up. I'm going to make sure. I should have had that clip ready. He said, what he's been saying for we've known for years that his hands been fucked up. But he finally broke through and said, everybody know my hands are brittle. It hurts to train and shit. The money's there, yeah, but the politics for him to come back, But if Al Heyman wants it, maybe he's got to pay for the crimes of fighting poor old Tension, beating up that kid in a sparring. How you knock out a kid in sparring? That's just like, when motherfucking, who was that NBA player that was dunking on little kids and shit? Nobody know what the pay-per-view numbers in here. We don't know what they are. Nobody knows yet. Oh, yeah. What? Pacquiao better stay away from Spence and Thurman, but, Pacquiao always had real big balls. So, we know, and then with Al Heyman's guidance, we know he's going to take the fight. Yeah, no, I understand that. I understand. Hey, listen, don't tell me. I covered it. I understand the 9 mil and 3. You can't beat that. You got to take it, right? But I don't think he should have knocked the little kid out. Tension, poor Tension, he's poor Tension, he's like a known name in boxing now. They said him and Charlo, still crying somewhere together. Yeah, he knocked that kid. He ain't just beat him up. He knocked the shit out of him. And then people told me it was fixed. I was like, fuck out of here. Floyd he was trying to kill him. And you never used to seeing Floyd look bigger than somebody. So I was looking like, oh my God, that Tension kid was little as fuck. Remember he hit Floyd with that, what was that right hand he hit Floyd with? Floyd was like, oh shit. Beat up that little kid, that little man. That's somebody little man. That's somebody little man he beat up. But we got to get out of here soon, guys. We got to talk about Joshua coming to the States.